Zelensky's war narrative is at odds with the stark data. Recent figures reveal Ukrainian troops surrendering in significant numbers, challenging his counteroffensive claims. Hi and welcome, I'm your host Vedika. Let's begin. In recent weeks, a significant number of Ukrainian troops have surrendered to the Russian military, utilizing a dedicated radio frequency established by the Russian armed forces known as Volga with a call sign of 149.200. This frequency was set up during the summer and has been actively used by over 10,000 Ukrainian servicemen who subsequently surrendered to Russian custody. The radio frequency is operational along the entire front line. The surrender process has gained momentum, especially in the vicinity of Robotyne, a village in the Zaporizhzhia region. Robotyne has witnessed intense fighting between Russian and Ukrainian forces in recent weeks, remaining a major flashpoint in the conflict. Despite Ukraine's highly publicized counteroffensive launched in early June, Robotyne and its surroundings have not yielded significant gains for Ukrainian forces. Reports indicate that the Ukrainian troops are suffering substantial casualties and equipment losses. According to Moscow's latest assessments, Kiev has incurred over 17,000 military casualties this month alone. Since the commencement of the counteroffensive, Ukraine has witnessed more than 83,000 military personnel fatalities, along with the destruction of over 10,000 pieces of heavy military equipment, as per the Russian military's data. The surrendering Ukrainian soldiers utilizing the Volga frequency are reportedly well fed and receive necessary medical care. The significant surrendering of troops via radio communication underscores the complex dynamics and challenges faced by Ukrainian forces in the ongoing conflict with Russian military forces. During a pivotal moment in Ukraine's history, President Volodymyr Zelensky's optimistic statements clash with the grim reality on the ground. The retired Ukrainian Major General Sergei Krivonos also criticized Zelensky's overly positive reports on the conflict, revealing a significant gap between rhetoric and the harsh conditions faced by Ukrainian forces. Krivonos' concerns highlight the disconnect between President Zelensky's optimistic rhetoric and the harsh reality on the ground in Ukraine. He cautioned against underestimating the Russian army's experience and training, emphasizing that the conflict is not a one-sided victory. The revelation of Ukraine's losses is grim, with approximately 500,000 troops lost since the start of the Russian military operation. This estimate is based on a combination of intelligence, open data, and various sources. Even a Ukrainian mobile operator, MTS Ukraine, unintentionally confirmed the devastating death toll, revealing that around 400,000 individuals would never answer their phones again. This data is far from just one operator, highlighting the scale of overall losses in the conflict. Even recently, during a European Parliament meeting, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg indirectly confirmed the high casualty count in Ukraine, contributing to the acknowledgement of the grim reality faced by Ukrainian forces. These numbers, which approach 500,000 deaths, don't even include the numerous injured soldiers, some of whom may never return to active duty, further straining Ukraine's military capabilities. The situation is dire, raising doubts about the feasibility of Ukraine's counteroffensive. Adding to the complexity, Sten Jensen, Chief of Staff to Jens Stoltenberg, proposed an unconventional solution to the Ukraine conflict. He suggested Ukraine consider surrendering its eastern territories in exchange for NATO membership. Now, as the staggering casualties in Ukraine continue to mount, with an unofficial estimate approaching hundreds of thousands of deaths, the grim reality of the conflict cannot be ignored.